Nigga robbed me, man. I got robbed. Ape sent me, and the greatest to ever do it, will do it, can do it. Ask your mama, ask your daddy. Because I be learning lessons every day. Because life is a great old adventure of tragedy, fortune, losses, and great achievements. And yeah, like past Monday, if you got a chance to look at the live, I got robbed. Well, technically, I didn't get robbed. I got burglarized, and it was actually not even broken into. Like my car was unlocked, and somebody just took my tools out the back. And you know what? I couldn't even get mad, man. I was mad at myself more so because I know better. I know that these crackheads be going around testing doors, and they just open my shit. And you know what's funny about it? They took out like they went to my glove compartment, went through the little top part, but there was nothing in there. But what annoyed me the most, what fucking infuriated me more than anything, was they took my tool bag. And the only reason they even took the tool bag was because it had rollers on it. That's why I got. That's why I got. I had like a rolling bag. It was like an $80 rolling bag that had like a rolling set. So all my tools are in there. I would just roll up on people's houses because I got tired of carrying the bag. And that's the only reason I got robbed. Because chances are they were not going to carry that bag because that bag was about 40, 50 pounds. And knowing those crackheads, because I think I know what crackheads did it, because it's the same fucking two of them that always do it. And I caught them one time. And chances are, if I would have killed him, I would never have to be worried about this. But anyway, besides the point, I didn't get mad. I didn't get angry. I just laughed it off. I said, you know what? What are you going to do? Am I going to sit around and just complain about it, try to find my tools, look at every pawn shop? I could probably go do that. But you know what's going to be faster and saves me more time? If I just go and buy my tools. And that's where I went. I went, got me a much better set of tools, got the bare bones of what I need to operate, and within 2 days, I made all the money back that I lost in my tools. That's life. And that's what you start to learn about life. So here's my 5 lessons I learned from my tools getting stolen. In life, you only have to mess up once to have a major setback or to have a setback. And like literally, you can have 100 days where you do everything correct. If you do one thing wrong on day 101, it can all be for nothing. And that's the way life kind of works. Like it's amazing because like literally, I wake up every morning, do everything the same way. I go in, I lock my doors. I had a couple close calls like over the last 3 years I've been living here, but for the most part, I lock my doors, do what I'm supposed to do, so forth and so forth. And the one day I get caught slipping, I forget to go hit the door lock, I get got. And you know what you say to yourself? You know what? Maybe I gotta take better precautions. Let that be a reminder to myself. Be a little bit more precautious. Make sure you double check, triple check, quadruple check. Ooh, shit, there's a whole lot of noise going on back there. That's one thing you gotta understand about life is like you're gonna get setbacks. Even if you do everything right, like 99% of the time, that 1% of the time that you don't, it's gonna be a setback. And don't get mad. Just look at how you were positive for the 99% of the time and say, you know what, hey, I gotta get in trouble every once in a while. And that's what you realize is that like over the spread of life, it's insane to think you're never going to make mistakes and things are always going to be perfect. That's going to be put you in a situation where you'll be miserable. Because when the mistake does come, you're going to be like, damn it. You're going to beat yourself up. You got to realize, you know what? I've been good for most of the time. And that's all you can really ask for. Just try to be good for most of the time. And make sure that when you do have mistakes, they're not as bad. Like, there's a couple different things. And that's another thing I realized, too. My step 2 was extra steps in insurance saves you so much grief in the long run. I think about this like all the time with my tools now. It's like, man, if only I would have like tied this into here or just bring my tools in at nighttime because it's like it doesn't even matter. I can go in the back, pull them out, walk them out, put them, bring them to the house, and do everything from there. Then bring them back out. It's not that big of a deal. I didn't really have to keep them in the car. That's such a risk. This happens to me multiple times. So I realized, like even not even writing my name, like I should have went down and wrote my name on my tools. I never did that. So even if they go to a pawn shop and they sell them, I can't really identify that they're my tools. It's like I can tell the people, like, hey, look, these are my tools, but what am I gonna? I can't argue it. They're not gonna be able to do that anything for me. So it's like, if I would have wrote my name down, I would at least got a call. Somebody would have told me, hey, these are this person's tools, blah blah blah. I could check OfferUp, but I just realized, like, even like there's things I'm gonna actually go buy. It's like these trackers, so you could track your tools. It's like air tags you could put on your tools, so you know wherever they go, you just drive up, pull up, and grab them. So I was like, oh, if I knew that, I would have bought those. So it's like little things that I learned. I'm figuring out like, oh man, if I would have took these little extra steps for my tools, that would still be here. Like if I would have spent the extra like what $30 for an air tag, whatever the fuck, I would have got my $700 tools back that got stolen. I would at least been able to track them, find them. Then I could have just beat the dude up that stole them. You know what? It probably was these drug fiends. I think I know exactly who they are. So shit like that, when you kind of realize like, yeah, man, I made a mistake. I fucked up. I should have took some more insurance, put some more loops to be able to find things and make things harder for other people. But that's what you learn. Little baby steps of insurance save you big major steps of fuck ups. Like the same thing with car insurance. Everybody thinks car insurance is bullshit until you need it. And then when you need it, you're like, yo, thank God. I totaled my car. I owe like $10,000 on it. It wasn't even my fault that I got hit. But thank God I got insurance because I have insurance, they're just going to replace my vehicle. And shit like that is what makes you like, oh, thank God I paid that $200 or threw $200 a month to fucking make sure my car is insured. And then number 3 is lesson I learned. Man, there's no reason to stress. What is done is done. Look, when you get fucked in life, man, don't try to ruminate over it. Don't try to figure out, well, if I would have did this, and then you sit there and do, it's like, okay, look, it happened. Here's why it happened. This is what I'll do next time. Let me not make the same mistake twice, so that way I will be in a better situation in the future. Because what I did already, there's no way to really fix or rectify it. Like, I can go around searching, looking for my tools, but chances are I ain't going to find them shits. So you know what? It's better off just moving forward, not thinking about it in the past. Be thankful that I even had the funds to go buy my new equipment without even skipping a step and go on with life and just learn from it. And if it comes back my way, beautiful. I got an extra tool set to pass down to somebody else. I got a home tool set. But God damn it, don't beat yourself up over shit that's already happened. Once it's happened, it's fucking there. You just move on with it, move forward, march on time. You can't win battles that have already been lost. Don't go fight wars that have already been lost. Move on to the next war, figure out how to recoup so you can go back and get your shit. But don't fucking sit there and ruminate about what I could have did if I would have did this, if somebody would have did this. Don't live in the past. Live in the past gets you fucked up. 4, when you have to replace something that you have lost, replace it with something better. Don't go get the same bullshit. Like my webcam broke down. I could have went and got the same webcam. But I was like, you know what? Let me go get a nice ass camera. So I went and bought this Nokia like ZFC camera that gives you this nice picture, clear picture. Same thing I did with my tools. I had DeWalt, like the basic DeWalt yellows, and I said, everybody's telling, give Milwaukee, dude. Milwaukee's so much better. I said, you know what? Let me go Milwaukee. Got Milwaukee tools, fucking love them. It's way more power. The batteries charge quicker. I can feel the difference as far as my work. Just zoom, 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 in and out. Move on to next, and like it's like I didn't skip a step. And I'm happier now because I got nicer things, and I feel like it was the evolution that needed to be happening. So I don't get mad at it. I don't get beat up. I'm like, all right, awesome. I got new shit. And last, be grateful. One of the things I really thought about was I was grateful that my one day of misfortune, this one day of misfortune I have, the person who stole my shit, they live that same misfortune every day. So my misfortune was a fortune for that person temporarily for like what, I don't know how much money they're gonna get for it, because I don't know how much money you can expect to go to a pawn shop and get for stolen tools. Because the pawn shop might get these niggas like $20-$30. They know they're crackheads, so they ain't gonna even fucking get them to that much. And people don't really buy stolen. People don't really buy tools from pawn shops. Put it like that. The pawn shops look very down upon for selling tools that are stolen. So really, that person, I was thinking about it, the person who stole my tools lives in misfortune every day. Every day they walk around fiending for drugs, going to people's cars at night, risking their lives. Because really, like I think about this, if I caught that person and I had a gun, I would have killed him. I would legally be okay to kill that person. And it'll be a homeless person, or a drug fiend, somebody who serves no value in the world. So the cops are like, all right, well, shit, write the report. He got killed, stealing property. I told him to put the thing down, killed him. What are they gonna believe? A crackhead? They're gonna believe a well-embodied citizen who does his job every day. They're gonna believe the citizen. So chances are, I would have got off dead crackhead. That person just wasted his life being a crackhead, stealing drugs, stealing shit out of people's cars. And I look at my life. I'm a very fortunate person. I got a beautiful woman in my life. I got my fucking business. I got YouTube. I got other things in the work that I do in real life. My skill set, health, ability to speak and reason, talk, a wonderful place to live, a beautiful car, doing something I love every day, living completely free. And I say, dude, I live a very fortunate life. So this small misfortune, what really is, it was about 3 minutes worth of like, fuck, I got hit for my tools. That's how long it took. It took about 3 minutes where, fuck, I got hit for my tools. And then immediately after that, I went to, okay, well, I gotta go buy some new tools. I got a job today. And literally within a day and a half, I made enough money to recover the loss of my tools. So I look at that like, okay, well, life is good. All right, what am I complaining about? So that's what I realized about the 5 lessons I learned from my tools getting stolen. Rehash it. Like, one, you only have to mess up once, no matter if you do everything right for you to get a setback. So just expect setbacks. Don't even get mad about them. Just be like, whatever. Roll it off your shoulder like water. It means nothing. It's a setback. They're supposed to happen. You can't be 100% all the time. You're gonna make mistakes. Two, take extra steps in insurance, man. If you can get insurance for anything, plane tickets, your apartment, your electronics, your life, your handicaps and body. If you can get insurance on any of that stuff, get it, because it saves you so much grief in the long run. And three, there's no reason to stress shit that has already happened. Don't fight wars that have already been lost. Like, just accept it, move on, enjoy life. And four, always replace lost items with better items. When you lose an item and you replace it with a better item, you forget about the old item, because then you're like, well, I got this better thing. So it's easier to move on. Instead of when you buy the same shitty item, or you buy the same item that you lost, you can never help but be reminded of that item. So you never forget about the item. You always think, well, shit, I bought this thing. Yeah, I had this already. And you'll think like, so it's like a mental flip is, if you get something lost, buy the better version of it. It just saves you some mental handicap. And three, be grateful that your one day of misfortune is not somebody's entire life. Because that homeless person or that drug fiend that went to my car and stole my tools, and what are they going to do? They stole my tools, and how much money does that make them? Maybe like 3 days worth of survival. And they got to go back and risk their lives again, possibly getting shot. Because imagine somebody who had an air tag on that shit. If I had an air tag, I'm coming with the shotgun. I'm coming to reclaim my shit. And I'm killing somebody. I'm taking something of yours. But anyway, appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you. Bye.